Hey, it's Ian from Las Vegas Scooters and Lifts, and today I'm going to review the Drive Spitfire Pro. As promised, here it is, this Drive Spitfire Pro. I've just reconditioned this one. This was a trade-in. A lady decided she wanted something a bit bigger, so she bought this and it had a few problems, so I sorted that out. So look for that video. It was an easy fix and a quick turnaround, but I thought I'd do a review. I don't review many Drive products because I think they've stopped making scooters for retail stores. I think they supply to a few online suppliers, but we don't really buy that many. We used to buy quite a few of the Zoomy Autoflex, which is similar to the Solex Transformer, but Transformers sort of like outsell them anyway. But yeah, I'll do my usual and go from top to bottom. It is missing the basket, which I've got on order, but I can still demo the scooter and tell you what it's like. Okay, as far as Drive scooters go, these design of scooters, this one, the Spitfire Pro, I think it's SE is its full name. They also do the EX, which is very, very similar, if not identical, of the scooter. This one features the extended range battery pack, so you have a larger battery inside of it. But when they redesigned a lot of their scooters with the Phoenix HD Pro, they changed the plastics on them and give them a lot better feel and quality of plastics on the shrouds and things like that, so far better. But they didn't really change much to do with the seat. I think the Phoenix HD had a better seat on it as compared to the more standard Spitfire, which is their kind of lower budget end sort of scooter price point of entry-level scooter. So your Spitfire, which is kind of a longer scooter, it was their entry-level sort of scooter, as like the Go-Go Elite Traveler would be, or more like the Ultra X, the Traveler would be then the step up. So this features obviously 4 wheels. They do come in a 3-wheel. And you are getting some compromises. These scooter price point are around about under $1,000, but you are going to get some compromises with the scooter than you would be paying a little bit more for something like a Traveler. You get a few more features, but not many. So working from the top, you've got all the usual goodies on the front there: horn, your LED light meter, your diagnostic port, your speed dial, your key, your forward and reverse throttles, same ambidextrous D-shaped tiller, ambidextrous use, so you can pull forward for forward, push forward for backwards, and vice versa. So you've got either way, but as you've seen on the repair video, you can swap that over if you're more left-hand predominant. Underneath the top console is your onboard charge port, which is just there. As you can see with the glare of the windows, that's just there. Your front bracket, which would hold the basket, which is on its way. Your tiller adjustment knob there, and also your front lock for the steering for when you want to transport it in the back of a car. Also on the front there, you have a little storage compartment. You could probably put your charger in there, or tissues or whatever, and also your serial number is also located there as well as on a few other places on the scooter, usually underneath on the frame. So your large battery pack with also your reset button, your circuit breaker as normal, and also your charge port just under there, so you can charge it on the go and not have to lift the whole scooter inside the car. Your seat is a little bit skinny and thin, not much padding, but it will suffice, and there's your seat rotation. Now this doesn't lock in every 45 degrees like the Pride do. This is every sort of like 90-degree turn all the way around. A little bit more difficult to raise on and off. You do have to lift the handle to release the seat, because sometimes it gets tied up. Your seat adjustment knobs, one on either side there. Your armrests do articulate up and down, and there's your adjustment there, but they are made of solid plastic. They aren't made of sort of like vinyl, rubber covered or anything like that. So you are getting a little bit of compromise with the seat armrests. They are adjustable. They go in and out just like any other scooter. You do have a rear accessory tube, and the seat back does fold back down, but there is no rear pocket on the back there. There's your accessory tube for whatever accessories are made for this scooter. You know, at the back of the scooter you have your quick release handle, your brake handle, a reflector, and also your anti-tip wheels there and there, just the same as any scooter, and your transaxle just poking out underneath. Four wheel gives you better stability over a three wheel, but your turning radius is going to be compromised a little bit, so get used to turning corners and things like that. Some positives on the scooter design: it does have a kind of low front end, so your feet are not raised up too high if you do want to put your feet on there, so that's a nice little design. Solid rubber tyres, and it doesn't give you in sort of like inches. These are 190 by 54 and the rears are 215 by 70. Solid rubber. They feel a little bit better than the Spitfire Scouts tyres. I'm sure they made those out of wooden blocks, but these seem a little bit more comfortable. Okay, before I embark on a quick test drive around the store, I will show you how to take this scooter apart, and it's pretty much the same as the Prides, but I think you have to lift this handle to make releasing the seat a little bit easier to get off, and also you need to pull that when you're putting the seat back on. Battery pack just as normal, grab and pull. There is no Velcro holding that battery pack down, so you may find the battery pack may jump a little bit if you're going over pretty high thresholds or bumps in the sidewalk, so just be wary of that. Your tiller, just like any other, just loosens up and it drops down. It does clear these points, but always keep it kind of level with the floorboard. And then you have your steering lock just there, which locks that in place. And just like all the other scooters, just lift and release. It does naturally sit back on its trailing wheels or anti-tip wheels, so you can reassemble the scooter a little bit easier. It's not the easiest to get together, not like the Prize, but it may take you a couple of attempts to put it back together. So once you've loaded this, or you're unloading it from the car, I recommend lift it from there, keeps your fingers away from anywhere on the scooter, and guide it with the steering so you can roll it in and out of a vehicle or roll it back together. It may take me a couple of attempts to get it together, but it's not that bad. And then bring your tiller back up and unlock your steering. If I can remember how to do it, just turn it and tighten your steering where you want it. Pop your battery pack back down, and then your seat, again lift from the back, but you have to press that handle in to locate properly. Put your seat back up and you're ready to go. Okay, going over a few specifications of this scooter for you. The maximum speed claiming 5 miles an hour, and the drive range is going to be about 15 miles. Your weight capacity on this is 300 pounds, whereas the Phoenix HD I think is 350 pounds, so if you need something a little bit more robust, then maybe a Phoenix HD is going to be the step up for you. Turning radius 54 inches, ground clearance of 3 inches, so it's got quite a good ground clearance on this. Of course you've got your adjustable tiller and armrests. Your overall length is 42 inches from rear tyre to front tyre, and your width is 20 inches, so it's well thin enough to go through most doorways. So the weight without the battery pack is 92 pounds, so if you just remove the battery pack from the scooter, it's only 92 pounds. Still weighty if you want to lift it in one piece, but we don't recommend. Your battery pack weighs 22 pounds, your seat weighs 17 pounds, the base and the tiller weighs 66 pounds. So it's quite a weighty scooter, it's quite robust, but you're sort of like your basic specifications that most people will need to know about this scooter. your drive range around about 15 miles, but that's all according to what sort of terrain you're driving on and the weather that you're driving in. If it's a hot day, it's going to eat the batteries a bit more, and if you're going up quite a few steep inclines, it will eat batteries more. And also the age of the scooter, so the more it's been used, the more worn out it's going to be. But from new, you're expected to get around about 15 miles on flat surface. Yeah, so I'm going to embark on this thing. I just wanted to show you, this is the new Maxima 3-wheel. We've just got it in for a customer. As you can see, it's quite a big scooter compared to your travel type scooter. It's a lot wider and a lot longer. So just as a point of reference, there's the two side by side. It's nearly twice as wide as it is a little bit longer. But anyway, let's get back to this thing. I'll get on board and let you know what it's like. Okay, sitting on the scooter, first thing I did notice, plenty of foot room. You've got about an inch worth of foot room, toes left there, but you've also got your resting points there, just however you feel comfortable. Tiller's in a great position, you can see everything. Don't know if that would be too bright at night. That was one of the things Pride changed with the ambient voltmeter, that during the night time that was just a lot too bright. A lot too bright? I don't think that's the correct words to say. It was too bright for some customers and they ended up putting tape over it, but Pride came up with the ambient voltmeter, so at night time that dims down. But this one doesn't feature that, and it is a little bit bright, so deal with that as you wish. Your little horn, typical, your slowest and fastest. There's your speed dial, everything's there in front of you. This is rubberized, so it's got like little dimples in it. I don't know if it would chafe on you, but this is solid plastic. It's solid plastic, but it's got the forward and reverse written on it there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a reverse and forward there. And your key barrel and the key on and off switch there, which is just typical of most scooters. And it lights up to show you how much battery life you've got. Your drive logo front and back on the handlebars. Tiller adjustment, which I've already gone through. So the one thing I will say, the seat is very, very short front to back. It's kind of right near the bottom of my bottom. Basically, it's there, it ends there. It feels very short. It doesn't support underneath your legs that much. It's very kind of narrow front to back. A little bit cramped, but these do adjust out your armrests, so but it's ideal, it's okay. Your seat adjustment on your rotation is located on the right hand side. Not sure if it can be changed to left or right like the Prides can, but I don't think I've seen where it attaches underneath, to be honest. Yep, armrests are a little bit low, but okay. You know, you lean to one side a little bit to rest your arms down there, and then yeah, the seat is not very padded. It's a little bit uncomfortable. I wouldn't want to be in it for a long period, for 15 miles, let's put it that way. But overall it's okay. So that was just in reverse. It's got it set at the slowest speed. It is kind of fast to take off, and then it kind of jerks a little bit to slow down in reverse, which should be half of the set speed of going forward. You know, there's kind of like a pull before it settles into its speed, so that'll be a programming thing. So I'm going to try turning this corner. It does make it. I don't want to hit that maxima there, but yeah, that's the slowest speed. So round our little store. Yeah, turning radius is pretty good. Say it's 54 inches. It's I didn't think I was going to make it through this gap between the chair and the Maxima, and also the folding scooter, but it did manage it. It'll get you around some tighter spaces. I'd say that's about 4 foot of a gap there and there, and as we go around here it's about the same at 4 feet. Oh, there goes the phone. Let me answer that. Okay, carrying on round. So I'm going to knock it up to half speed. They say this does 5 miles an hour. You can hear the whir of the motor, but nothing unusual. It brakes a little bit sharpish, pulls away with a jerk. So maybe some advanced programming could be done for these scooters. It kind of, I'm not exaggerating with the phone there. I'll hold it still against the steering so you can get an idea of how jerky it is. It kind of takes off with a jerk like it's wanting to do full speed, and then as you stop, it does it kind of stop go, kind of rocks backwards and forward instead of coming to a nice slow stop. It's something you can live with. It's not detrimental, it's not dangerous, it's not going to throw you off the scooter. So kind of comparing to a Pride, what a Pride Go-Go would be. It's a lot smoother of a takeoff and a lot smoother of a stop. One Pride in there, that's the Revo for the lady that's traded this in, so her Revo's ready to go. Got to unpack it and get it ready for her. You get a charger with these, of course, always. Don't buy a scooter unless it has the charger with it. They come with the scooters, so if a dealer is saying that it's an upcharge, it's not. It should come with the scooter. How else would you charge the batteries? So it should come with a 2 amp charger for the smaller batteries, and something like the larger battery type, the 35 amp hour, should be around about a 3 to 3.5 amp, which I've gone through in my battery videos. But yeah, see, it's a little bit rough. I'd like to take it outside, so because if it does 5 miles an hour, I want to see what it's like. Excuse the planes. Here we go. Let's wind this thing up. Oh yeah, definitely feels like 5 miles an hour. Nice sunny day here in Vegas, just coming to the end of February. But yeah, tyres are definitely a lot softer than the original Spitfires. They were concrete blocks. I mean, it's not suspension, of course, but this definitely feels a lot softer. Soaks up these sidewalk cracks a lot easier. Yep, definitely 5 miles an hour, but very jerky on the throttle. You can't feather it as much, as easy as you would some other scooters. It's very jerky, as you can see. Yeah, too fast for inside. Yeah, lifting the tyre up there. Not like the feather, I could go around that a lot easier. Yeah, it's very jerky on the throttle and very jerky on the stop. It does kind of motor brake very quickly. So somebody who's learning to drive one of these things, then probably this is not the scooter for you. Just whip it around here, just like finish this video off. Turn the speed down. Yeah, it's a good nippy little scooter, but as long as you're used to driving these things, then I'd definitely get used to the scooter first. Don't go full speed straight away, because it may tip you out, or you may do something and not stop in time, or you may get a bit wary about the scooter. But yeah, it's not a bad scooter, to be honest, from Drive. I'm not a big Drive advocate, but the Phoenix HD, we've sold quite a few of those actually, and I've dealt with the EX and the Spitfire Pro now. So yeah, it's a better scooter than definitely the earlier model Spitfires. But yeah, like I said, it's going to be under $1,000 for this sort of scooter. There are a few compromises. The seats a little bit uncomfortable, very thin, not compared to your Pride, which tend to be a bit more plush and comfortable. It's just narrow from front to back. I didn't like that so much. More like a folding scooter seat. But anyway, if you've liked these kind of videos, like, share, subscribe. Hope it gives you some information about mobility scooters. Don't make mistakes that we did. Buy wrong scooters and wrong products, and then regret it later after spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars and pounds in wasted things that you don't need. So these reviews, I hope, help somebody out there. If you can, get on and try one of these things. Don't take these reviews as gospel and golden, or Drive. But yeah, get on and test drive them. Most dealers will be quite happy to sort of get you in the door. If they don't, and they just want to sell you a product what they've got, then maybe walk away and find a different dealer. So, but yeah, As for the Drive and me, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment if you've got any questions, and till next time, bye now.